Did you hear about the new Redacted DLC that they're coming out with Callisto Protocol?
No.
There's a new DLC coming out called Redacted, and I went, oh my god, you got a sponsorship?
Wait, how is that? How are they still making something for that flop of a game?
I don't know if it's DLC. So I guess I should rephrase. I overheard in a Skill Up video, weekly news roundup sort of thing, that like I didn't pay that much attention. I just heard Callisto Protocol with new Redacted, like the content was called Redacted, and I went, oh, he made it?
If they, I will go back to Callisto Protocol the day that they bring back Elias. They took him from me. They took him from me.
I almost said another last name.
Nope. He and I did not get to have our ramen together. They took him from me.
Really?
He and I were gonna get out.
Is he in the game?
Yes. And then he dies. They took him from me. He and I, we were gonna eat ramen.
He was your carver.
And we were gonna like.
He was your Cade 6.
His final shape wasn't so final.
Well, no, it seems like it was.
Well,
his final shape seems like it was a corpse.
It's just.
Did they turn his body into an enemy?
Into a what?
Into it, like when he gets killed, does he turn into an enemy at least?
I don't know because I stopped playing.
In the middle of the cutscene, kills him, and
they killed him, and I said, "I'm good."
Boop. Turn off the Xbox.
Listen, I told everybody watching that stream. I told them from the start. I said, when they take this man from me, it's over.
Done.
This game is done. We will not be continuing the game.
It's boyfriend %.
And when he is gone,
what's there left to do?
When I'm gone.
Who wants to play?
When I'm gone.
Playing the cups.
I'm going to miss him when he's gone because I'm going to turn off this Xbox.
Yep. Boop.
And I did.
As you fucking
It also wasn't an Xbox. It was my PC, but that's fine.
Turned off stream.
I shut that thing down. I said, bye.
Hey, Stinky.
Missed that one. But...
Because I don't want to.
Because I don't want to.
Because I don't want to. No.
No off-topic questions.
No off-topic questions.
So I went to the store. No.
You went to the pellet and feed store.
No, don't feed me those pellets.
No.
My ass is not hungry for your pellets. me later today.
You bending over to get the pellet.
God, I hope that's me later today. I'm actually really excited. So, there's this thing called informed consent,
right,
where basically, like, hey, I'm very well aware, like, you know how if you're a man with low testosterone, mm-hmm, and you can go to the doctor and you can just get a prescription, like you have informed consent, you know the risks, and then you can do it. So you could also do that with the other side of healthcare, because like I have no idea if our insurance what they cover, because they think it's gender reassignment surgery, mm-hmm, which makes me believe or want to believe that like, okay, so everything else is just medication. Oh, because like that works. I blew this appendix, honey. I'm getting my teeth. I'm getting my teeth fixed, honey, like Jiggly.
You come back with those all-stars teeth. No appendix. Full veneers.
I may still have. I might be able to get another one.
Withered appendix.
Mm-hmm. Well, the last time, so it was like a couple months ago, I felt one final like spasm.
Right. Like
twice.
Yeah.
So I don't know if those were it's like death throes.
Right. Or was it the beginning of something new, something evil?
Maybe.
Something worse.
B appendix? Oh no. Appendix 2.
Appendix is going on All Stars.
Oh, honey. Oh, work. She's about to burst.
Oh, honey.
But yeah, so basically, like, it makes it a lot easier to go and you can just talk to them. And so, like, hey, they accept my insurance. I put in, like, a little doobly-doo. I just searched, like, HRT informed consent and then my area code, which was very helpful. Found a place and then did a little information.
Ooh.
And then they called me and I said, hello. And they said, hi. Stephanie. And I said,
hi.
Hi. My Sorry.
She said eat the mic.
I've done that.
Yes, you have.
I was a younger man then.
That was a transaction taken on a different card.
Oh, honey. You haven't even seen a transaction like that before.
That was a sister action.
It was a sister action. Actually, that's something that we in the industry call cope.
You've been.
What was the thing that you were texting me about? The worms?
Oh, not the boar worms.
worms.
Oh no, not the boar worms. No, not the boar worms.
Not the boar worms, no. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I have an appointment today. So like, apparently, like, it's possible that you could just same day, like, they do girl juice injections. So I will stick out my ass and then do the, but no pads. I don't want some man filling me with his seed. Give me the juice and let me loose. Okay. Because then, when I hit the town,
we get copyright flagged.
Oh, thank you, Zuki, for the copyright meow. Yeah, you got something. Why do I have a meeting at 8:30?
Oh.
Animal protein morning huddle. I forgot that we're doing that every day.
A pause.
A pause will be in a few minutes.
A pause. A pause will be in order.
Great. Wonderful. God damn it. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. That'll be really fun that I get to do today, and is more progress. And it's also like a lot cheaper. It's like $50. You have to go in every week for it, and like it is like $50, but that like mentally is a lot easier to manage. You know, like $50 once a week. Okay.
£160,000.
Well, that's going to be a little too much for me. I don't know what the exchange rate is.
160,000 pellets
Injected into my ass.
into your ass.
They're biodegradable. And then you just come back every so often, and they just
Like ass shots wore out.
I want the estrogen Dippin' Dots.
Bitches ain't popping. Google my ass.
Yes.
Only time you on the net is when you Google my ass. Oh, you fucking little whores
Redacted
fucking up my
ass.
decors.
You couldn't get Michael Kors if you was fucking Michael Kors.
But Big Sean, but boy, how big is you?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Pinky mirror image.
Have I told you about
Have you heard the good news?
of the Fiddler?
The Fiddler? I'm unclear on such a thing.
There's a character.
Is this like one slur?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is a real person. I can
So-
show you a picture of him.
You trying to say one slur isn't real?
Well, once there's animated.
Tumblr is knocking on the door.
Tumblr isn't real.
Yeah, but neither is the one slur.
No, the One Slur. Well, first of all, the One Slur fandom is real. what did you need?
I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just fiddling with the
Oh,
flaps.
understandable. So, I'm all into.
Voguing right now.
Yeah. So here's the Fiddler.
Okay.
Who's a man in all yellow, face paint with the green, the green hair, and the fucked up eyes.
Right.
And what he does is he hangs out around Christian kids in the yard. This is from the Bible Man cinematic universe.
Okay.
I can pull up the Armor of God wiki page where
I'm good.
I have that too. Just
Okay.
I'll explain it in a sec. So the Fiddler, when you're gonna like when someone's asking you something and you might have to like lie,
Tell a little fib.
the Fiddler goes and blows a little fib cloud and makes you fib.
Okay.
So Kale and I are gonna be. We watched this yesterday and we were having a lot of fun with it, but the beginning of this episode has these like where this character gets introduced as these 4 kids doing this whole gospel song rehearsal in front of this kid's house. A rehearsal for for worship and or some shit. And there's little girls on her bike at the same time, like in another scene, like, you know, simultaneously to the song. She's pedaling so hard.
Right.
She shows up, and they're like, "Wow, you're late.
Oh.
Why are you late?" This is this tiny little girl,
She can still be late.
right? But like,
And we can still ask her why.
No, but they're like being shitty on the stoop. Like, yeah, why are you late?
Guilty until proven innocent.
You said you were helping your mom last week. And it's like, and she goes, "Sorry, I was helping my cat."
Oh, so she lies.
Well, the fiddler got her.
Wow.
And then Bible Man teleports in because he goes, "Hey, I was just praying nearby, and the Lord, like, I felt called to come talk to you kids." So like a good white Christian man, he shows up to this group of kids, completely ignoring the situation that's going on, tells them some fucking proverb, and then leaves. Ignoring the fiddler who's behind a tree, like 10 feet away.
Yeah, maybe we need to address the cause, not the symptom.
Right. Well,
Maybe we need to kill the fiddler.
Well, see, the problem with the fiddler, and this is lore, this is on, well, it's not on the wiki anymore, but because Bible Man, I'm sure you know, as everyone knows who Bible Man is, I don't need to explain it. He wears
You've done your homework.
He wears the physical manifestation of the armor of God.
Of course.
Which, if you don't know, the phrase armor of God, Greek, and then there's words in Greek. I'm assuming they mean armor of God.
Probably.
Is derived from Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of God, yet you may be able to stand against the Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And in the Bible Man cinematic universe, the fiddler, King James Version.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to pause?
Oh, I have a meeting.
Yeah, so we should pause.
Yeah, anyway,
so, okay,
yeah. Well, no, that's all I have to say about the fiddler is
okay.
like, well, I had a lot of fun editing Wikipedia.
The fiddler is a force.
To add that he's one of the devil's wiles.
Let's take a break.
Or the ghouls.
That means Pokemon Go's been around for 8 years.
2 cycles. Oh, this is the 3rd election cycle it's in. Oh, bummer.
It's an oh bummer summer.
No bummer summer, baby. Mm-mm. Well, it's September now, so I think summer's over.
Wake me when September ends.
But you'll miss the train.
I know, I will miss the train.
You'll have no black shoes.
I had to make something interesting in September because there's nothing interesting in September.
No.
It's the worst of the Burr months.
Tea.
And it needed something. It needed a little juice.
Mm-hmm. A little joie.
It needed a little pellet in the booty.
That's too bad. Oh.
Hell.
Hell. Hi, buddy. Do you want to come here?
Would you like an ooey gooey melty cheesy quesadilla?
Sometimes. What was it? God. Dara, do you ever shit your pants? Sometimes.
Oh my god.
Gosh. So yeah, the fiddler is one of the devil's wiles. And I won't elaborate any further on
And
that.
I don't need any more.
I'll let you know if I find out more information about the fiddler.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
the second time we see him, he's just in the corner of a room, like up in like the ceiling corner, like
I don't like that.
crouched up, like fucking Wonder of You. That's a deep cut for my Jajolians out there.
Yeah.
Will you not eat my hand?
Ow! He's thinking about it though.
He is. Okay. Thank you, co-host.
Hell yeah.
I love his little pop. Big boom. Hello
What up
and Weckloan
to the
Hell yeah podcast.
Hey, Stinky.
Not the podcast.
Not
the
podcast.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I can't hang out. I have the podcast. Not the podcast.
Oh.
I know every week everyone's like, where's the podcast? Where's the podcast? And I go, don't you all understand that I feel bad doing this meme because I stole it from a video from pre-COVID?
Not the podcast.
Not the podcast. Gosh. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You like my art?
Right.
I mean, it's not mine. It was given.
It was gifted.
Mm-hmm. Gifted art.
Yeah.
So, what's new with you?
Okay.
I came up
Okay.
with the fib. You got flip phone and not the fibbler.
I do have a flip phone. Okay. So last week.
This was in the past. So in August.
Where's my camera? So last week it was August.
I think we'll do 2 cameras right here.
Mm-hmm.
That and like there, so like when it's like a serious like for that dead cutaway that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. When you yell at me, I feel a camera here. I feel a camera here. I feel cameras. So not yesterday, last week.
Last week in August.
In August, time is wild.
So you're walking through the supermarket and you're
So-
going through the produce.
It's for the 4th of July.
It was the 4th of July.
Mine didn't go. That's fine.
I won.
And that's fine.
Me in the produce section.
So I walk into the store and I go like,
My oh my.
I have to go into the office last week.
Yeah.
It was a place that I went to.
I'll get over it. I need to stop being mad about me also being at the office and equally not telling you.
And you know about my coworker. The one who annoys me every day.
Our queen.
Someone's.
Yeah.
So
The lady with the feet.
that is not how I refer to her.
No, it's not. But that is how the mnemonic device is.
It's there.
It's like it wasn't intentional. It wasn't to be weird.
Right.
Well, maybe at the first time just to be silly.
Yeah.
But then it just is kind of really apt because like.
Trying to
Honest.
figure out how to talk around this, because I've talked about this person before and how
Right.
she drives me up the fucking wall. But so we had a team meeting
Right.
in person because we're all in person. Ooh, everybody's in the office. Ooh,
Is this the first time
coming
we?
together.
Never mind. I should not be a bitch. Also, we need to put a pause button on these.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So we're all in a team meeting. We're having a good time. They ordered lunch in. We're all eating our little food. It wasn't good food, but we're eating it. And so what ended up happening? So like I have a particular coworker, and she talks a lot. A lot of it is definitely not work appropriate. And we all just sort of know that, and somehow that just is allowed to happen. But anyway, so we're all sitting there, and my boss is talking about her husband, who is turning 50 this year. And so she's talking about like, oh yeah, you know, he's turning 50. I want to throw him a big party. He doesn't want a party because, you know, he's feeling some kind of way about turning 50.
Okay.
And so she can like barely get that sentence out before my coworker,
Bless be her.
who, if there's one thing you got to know about her, it's got to be about her. And every statement
We could call her Rihanna.
could somehow be, she would love to think she's the only girl in the world.
She could be the only girl in the world.
So she goes, oh my gosh, well, I know all about that. I just turned the big 5-0 this year. And, you know, I get it. Like, it's a big turning point. But, you know, like, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. And everything. And she just, like...
So clearly she's not okay with it.
Yeah, but she's just spinning. She's spinning those wheels.
And we're talking like... if you may, say what your boss said again, and then
what
I'll
you
be
need
her.
to say.
So that I can make sure I get the timing right. Because
Right.
I want to get this.
Well, you know, my husband's turning 50. He doesn't want a big party. I'd like to throw him one, but you know, he's feeling some kind of way about you know.
Oh
turning
yeah,
a
of
big-
course, absolutely. Like kind of like that, where it's
Yes.
a little bit of bleed.
but loud.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna be
Thank you.
50. Yeah, sorry for the
It's
shouting.
that, and from across the table, loud, and like needing it to be about her, and which like
She's just sharing.
which like
information.
there's because I don't know, there's a delicate line, especially in the workplace, between like relating to something and instead like every single topic cutting off the person talking to then make the statement about you.
Right, if it's not work related.
Right.
Because like there's a difference between cutting someone off and it's like, oh shit, sorry, I didn't like.
Right.
I had something like we got to put a pause real quick in whatever sort of
Yeah.
vibe. But in the professional environment, like you're allowed, like it's okay to just kind of be like to let that sit. Like you don't, unless you have something, you don't have to share it.
Well,
And
it's
that's
also
not like
like-
no one's gonna make you feel bad about it.
Right, but it's also like, in general, don't cut people off. Let people finish their statement. And also, there's nothing wrong with like trying to like relate it to an experience but to try to grab by the genitalia every conversation to make it about you.
She goes, "What is this, young man?" And like it's
Hooks it.
Yeah, it's the fucking new guy.
Yes. But, so I say that to say. So she said...
You know that reference?
Of
It makes me
course.
so happy.
So she says like, like, oh yeah, like I'm turning 50, which like we're all just like, okay, yeah, not turning 50.
We're all
She
turning
has
50.
just turned 50.
Right.
So we're all like, okay, yeah. So we're all just
Happy birthday.
we're eating a happy birthday too. We're all eating our salads or whatever. I had a salad. It wasn't good. When the only decent
Yeah, it looks like it wasn't good.
tea, when the only decent option on
Bullworms.
the menu
Yeah.
is a Caesar salad,
Uh-huh.
and then you have a salad that's like quite big, but then you give like this tiny little amount of dressing, and so I'm eating dry ass lettuce for half of this pumpkin salad. It's not the move.
You want to know how we know this country's gone to shit?
How's that?
When leaders took away their Caesar salad.
Thank you. And they went under, and I danced on their
That's them
grave.
choking on the cock of
Thank you.
competition.
Thank you. So the wild part of the story is not that she makes it about her, because that's just classic.
Oh yeah.
But instead that
that's,
she-
I was gonna say that's just a little tidbit.
Right. That's just like,
That's how it started.
yeah. So she's like, I just turned 50. Oh my gosh. And then
When
she
she
has
starts
like,
talking, do you feel like all of a sudden your view goes
The
like
walls are
widescreen?
coming in?
Yeah, no, just that little bit of like the you're like, oh shit, I'm in a cutscene.
yeah. Well, and so then, and I can't remember how exactly she like stepped the topic, but she basically was like, yeah, I just turned 50. I get it. The big 50. Oh my gosh. Like it was such a whole thing. Wait, I just said my age. Oh my gosh. We should all have to say our ages, which is not something that you don't, there's just things you don't do. And one of them would be insisting that everyone says their ages. And so then there's kind of a silence.
Are you guys that kind of group?
No.
No.
There's just kind of like a silence.
She probably started talking and went internally.
Well, so there's I don't think she has that function within her to know.
She kind of she reminds me in that same kind of like, because like there's like an assuredness, kind of like Taylor a little bit.
Yeah.
Not at all behavior, like not like the same actions, but like where Taylor said, like she said what she said. Very much that kind of vibe, kind of like there's I don't feel like Taylor questions herself.
Yeah.
So in the same way, which
it-
is fine. Like,
Yeah.
well,
But it was just like it was. We immediately pivot from I turned 50. Oh, I just said I turned 50. We should all have to say our ages.
she was just your boss was just trying to like give a little update about like here's a little personal tidbit to be
My,
relatable because I'm a boss.
My other coworker asked her about her husband, like, how's your husband doing? And so she was like, oh, he's turning 50.
Oh, so the topic of the conversation was not turning 50. It was
No, the topic of the conversation
her
was my
husband.
boss's husband.
Right.
So she's like,
Why is? Never mind. I have like it makes me wonder why she's so nervous then. Once we started talking about the husband.
so she just
More
like
interesting what's happening.
she literally so she says like we should all say our ages. No one says anything because that's weird. So there's like a moment of pause. It's like 1, 2, and then she goes, actually, I'm gonna guess everyone's ages. I'm gonna guess everyone's ages. She's gonna guess, unprovoked, unprompted, unsolicited,
How
undesired.
seasoned do you look?
This woman comes out swinging hard for the back row, and she's just like,
Well, like, because like that's a personal. I guess like I'm probably not the best person always to talk to because like for a fact if I was in the room I would have been like, well, I'm 31, like, and I'm a Leo, like, but she would take advantage of people like me where it's like, well, I know Steph's gonna talk.
oh, but we'll get there.
Oh,
Okay,
oh, wonderful.
So
Okay. Let me grab my stress cube.
I'm gonna say that my like coworker's
Yeah.
name is
Beverly.
Bob.
Oh, Bob, that works.
Yeah. Not the well, holding.
As long as we use a name of people that aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, male Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Not a girl Bob.
No. So there's her, and then there's Bob to my left, and
Here I am.
yeah.
Stuck in this meeting.
And
with
so
you.
she's like across the table, and then all of a sudden, she's just like, I'm gonna guess everyone's ages, and then without any pause goes, Bob, 42. Bob, without missing a beat, goes, I'm 34. It was so bad, but also it was so absurd that we all start laughing. Well, it's like, what else can you do?
Is it that 5:30 timing?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
and he didn't.
Like that kind of like the tempo of the conversation.
To Bob's
like
credit,
thing to
he
thing.
wasn't mad. He was just like, I'm 34 years
Like,
old.
you couldn't have
are
been
you
more wrong.
fucking kidding me, bitch?
40.
Yeah, 42.
You should always try to shoot younger.
Right. And with no pause, no nothing, she just goes, we should guess ages. Bob, 42. It's like, what are you doing?
She was ready. She's ready.
And he's like, I'm 34. And she doesn't apologize. She's just like, oh my gosh, really? And so
Which it does feel like she's being a little too comfy.
and we're all like laughing at the pure absurdity of the situation. And then but you'd think like, oh, maybe that would like wake her up and she'd like stop guessing other people's ages. No, she keeps going and she keeps getting it very bad. And so then she guesses like 2 other people's. And so then my other coworker all of a sudden like cuts her off and he goes, well, I'm 33 before she can say I'm like 50 or something. And it was wild. It was a wild time.
That is hot, fast, fresh, and ready.
It was one of those things where it was like so insane. Like I was dying laughing.
Like
And
0 to
most-
100, and like
Yes.
and like we're talking like in a 30-second time frame.
It was like, this was so, no one asked. No one wanted this.
Your boss has the energy of like a wet sponge.
Who's
often.
exhausted.
Right, and this is not. I'm not trying to drag her by any means. Like I just mean like she just is like she's always just seems like she's been trying to take a nap for 2 years,
Yeah.
and she has been, quite frankly. Haven't we all?
I mean, ever since that bullshit election.
Mm-hmm. With that hanging
Ever
Chad.
since they took it from us.
Yeah. When they fucking put Bush in, I'm still mad.
Oh my God. Get register to vote, please. Please.
Oh, please, please do. Although, did you hear about RFK's gotten brainworms?
Not the brainworms.
He even said, you know what? I could eat 5 more brainworms. I could get 5 more brainworms and still beat Trump, like with a 6-worm handicap. This is a real thing. This man said. He's a Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's insane. He killed a bear cub or a bear and then cut it and then left the corpse at Central Park and made it look like it was like a bike accident because he thought it would be funny. This happened like 8-10 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's part of apparently part of Trump's welcome crew now. I've been having a lot of fun this election cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sort of. It's just insane. It's insane. Anywho, please go register to vote and make sure they've been doing a lot of measures to get people like off of ballots and stuff, or not off of ballots, but especially the Republicans in the U.S. have been putting a lot of efforts in Arizona, especially to get voters wiped from rolls and stuff for whatever reason. So please go and double check, make sure that you're registered if you're not already, and make sure to do research on your local candidates because that affects things more than like the general large outcome. Bitch. Where is it? Bitch.
I've been watching a podcast recently called Happy Wife, Happy Life, but it's with 2 lesbians, so it's funny.
Right?
So it's funny.
Are you taking notes?
No.
No.
You're
You're setting standards.
Listen. And so one of... I don't know how the topic came up, because, like, in general, like, even though they talk about, like, relationships and stuff, like, they don't get, like, too, like, whatever into, like, sex stuff, usually.
Right.
But then sometimes they'll just fly off the deep end
So deep?
in a way that's so funny to me. Like, at one point they had, like, a guest on, and they were talking about how, like, they're like, oh, yeah, like, after sex, like I need time to just like, I need to like come down from that like emotionally. So like, I watch TikToks after sex, and my partner has a problem. And so then the two like the two hosts of the show, Kendall and Jordan
Jenner.
no Kendall Landreth and Jordan Myrick. Yes. The one host, she says, just hard right turn, says, I nut so hard. After I come, I feel sick. And I was like, you tell it on the mountain.
You fucking right.
You let them know.
Go off, queen.
She's like, I nut hard. I feel sick after I come.
It's just like visceral. Just like, it fucking just.
I loved it. I'm like, you fucking tell him.
I mean, shit, if it's like a boom shakalaka every time, like, you gotta.
Listen, you ever get nauseous?
Where's my TikTok? Okay. All right. First of all, I want to say I don't think it's a problem to watch TikToks after fucking, because in my opinion, like once everyone's finished,
right,
like the heat of the room starts to settle in.
Right. Well, that's why you have the fans on.
Well, you should already have the fans on, but you
switch on the misters.
Oh. You like my little poster bed? Nice. It's got misters.
We got misters. Sweetie.
Keep it nice and slick. Ooh, that'd be kind of hot.
Ooh.
But like,
my body mists itself, but not in the way anyone wants.
no. Well,
Sweat.
Yeah.
There are people who like sweat.
Yeah. I like sweat. I think sweat's cool.
Yeah.
I used to sweat once or twice a week for the family. It was the only way we could afford water. I'd sweat it out, and we'd use it to boil hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta tell you about hot dogs after this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's a problem with watching TikTok. You gotta, like, you finish, you nut, everyone nut. Well, you nut, you take care of them. Cronut, if you will.
Yeah.
We went in as a fire team of 9, and
6 of you went down on my clip.
and only one survived. And I turned one of you into a little crystal.
Ooh. Most of the rest of you somehow were like,
Turned to goop.
Turned into weapons. Actually, a lot of them.
Well, shit, I ride that shit like a weapon.
Oh.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, we already fucked. We don't need to cuddle.
I got this Thunderlord between my legs.
Right.
I got this bad juju.
Oh.
I got my hung jury.
I got my 1,000 screams.
Thank you. I got my San Francisco treat. I got my Charmin Ultra Strong.
I got my Bounty Picker quicker picker upper. That's what I call my ass, the way I hoover it.
Yeah.
The Doover hams.
Sit on a broom and scoot around, clean the room.
I call my scooter pup.
Yeah.
Daisy's scuffed booty.
Scuffed booty.
Her scuffed booty.
Scuffed
Poor baby.
booty. Poor thing.
Oh God. Oh, that's fucking hysterical.
My Swiffer wet jet.
Oh, that's good. That's good. My Glade Ultra plug-in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh God. So I finally got around to getting Netflix again.
Okay.
And because I canceled Hulu because like we gotta at least bare minimum have Equilibrium. But
because Alien Earth isn't coming out until 2025, so who needs it until then?
Exactly. Thank you. And Netflix did that whole thing where they're like, you can't be, if you're in different households, doesn't work now.
Oh.
And I thought, that really sucks. So I'll cancel it.
Yeah.
And I'd watched pretty much everything that I wanted to at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I canceled it, and all the good shit came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up getting it again. And what sold me on it? Not thinking about it for months. Not anything other than seeing on Twitter that Joey Chestnut set a new record for eating 83 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Okay.
It was a live event on Netflix, apparently. So I said, okay. And I made a trial. And I just like went, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I watched it. Well, I started it. Rob Riggle was hosting it. And I immediately went,
Riggle. Ooh, that's a difficult last name.
Do you know who Rob Riggle is?
No,
Okay, so you will.
that's a difficult last name.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, she's
I'm
working
running
late.
late.
I'm running late.
About her number.
Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do,
Oh yeah, my
do.
internet got all
Do, 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 do,
all
do.
flunky.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, he looks like his last name is Riggle.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in 21 Jump Street.
He looks like masculine Brooklyn Heights. Yeah.
This is John Tossi, Paul Tossi's father. Ron Tossi. Rob Tossi.
If we put him if we put this picture of him in drag, we could turn that into Brooklyn Heights.
Oh, work. Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, we could have the Compton crowds.
Yeah. Although not Brooklyn Heights' recent looks because
They've been serving.
well, the looks have been great. It's just the amount of filler has changed the topography.
Like Trinity the Tuck.
Not unlike that. Although fillers are temporary.
Beauty is forever.
Ooh. Not the beauty.
Not my beauty.
Bring me the ball worms.
Bring me the booty. I watched this whole thing. It was Kobayashi.
Maru.
Yes. Versus, I believe that was the guy's name. Versus Joey Chestnut.
I saw. So I don't watch. Not to.
No.
intersect.
I do this all the time, so you can do it.
I don't watch Netflix,
And that's great.
but
Yeah.
Netflix was on the television doing this little woo woo woo, showing off like all like little ads and stuff, and I saw Chestnut versus Kobayashi and the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually watched it.
Okay.
Although I didn't actually watch it. I was like I started it and it was live.
Right.
And so the first
Live
45
from New
minutes
York.
is pre-show.
Oh.
So I skipped all of it, which apparently included a bunch of backstory about like the rivalry and whatever, like to build up the
So
story.
this is like a real thing?
Yeah, this was a real thing apparently.
Oh, I couldn't tell from the second that I looked up at the screen if that was like
It's a Netflix.
a real thing or a dramatic retelling.
It's a Netflix thing. So it was like a real event. It was the first ever event that Netflix did for eating hot dogs, which they could say about any time they do something for the first time.
Yeah.
This is the first time having a Nito on this podcast, and like that's making this an event to be here for, apparently. And yeah, so like like I watched all of it. Like I fast forward through all of it because I'm like I don't care about all of this. Like it feels very obvious. Like I already knew who won
Right.
because Twitter told me.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I want to go watch this guy eat hot dogs.
Yeah.
So I fast forward through all of this backstory to watch them eat hot dogs, and then they do.
Did they actually eat hot dogs or did they do like the real speed thing where like you take the hot dog and the bun apart and you like dip them both in water?
No dipping.
Oh, good.
No, that was the thing. No dips.
'Cause I'm sorry. I came to watch you eat hot dogs like a person.
Oh,
Not like a weird assembly line. Love that
No,
for
no.
people who do that, but
I
I don't want to watch that. I want to
Okay.
watch someone eat a hot dog. I don't even want to watch any of that.
the way that Joey Chestnut ate these hot dogs for 10 minutes, he does this. Like he doesn't move like the other guy. You can see him like chomping. It's
Yeah.
just like smushed into his mouth and down the goal. Like it's insane. And he broke his record by like 6 or 7, something like that. Like he got 83 in 10 minutes, which like I think Rob Riggle, the commentator, one
Yeah.
of the live commentators, was like, "That's like 20,000 calories." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't Rob Riggle. It was the guy who was actually shoutcasting it, who seemed like who had things to talk about."
Okay.
But like 20,000 calories they would have eaten in 10 minutes, and I'm like, "How does your stomach not explode?"
That's that I don't yeah.
And apparently the other guy, his stomach is actually like a bit lower than it's supposed to be, and so his stomach inflates below the rib cage, so it's not locked to the like size of the rib cage apparently.
Okay.
I have no idea if that's true or how that actually works, but I found it absolutely interesting.
Okay.
And I went,
Yeah.
and then he won, and I went, okay, this seemed like there was like a lot of hype about like this other guy being the underdog.
Perhaps in the 45-minute pre-show.
Yeah, like it just even at the end, it just felt like everyone was here to suck Joey Chestnut's dick. And to be fair, they should have, because like he's a champion.
Is it bigger than the hot dogs?
It can't be.
He's working late.
He's got your number.
Ooh. Interesting.
But yeah, so that was interesting to say the least.
Yeah. While the Netflix ads
Yeah.
were running,
Spinning.
3 different movies or shows, I'm not exactly clear,
I will tell you.
that came up. So like Netflix does its little like couple word descriptors, sort of like give you the temperature of what you're gonna be getting
That's
into.
a great way to describe it. Yeah.
On 3 of them, and keep in mind like there's only like 3 descriptors given, so like this is like valuable real estate. Like you really got to like try to like get the mood across in like 3 concise words or short phrases. That's how I would see it anyway.
Yeah.
3 of them used the word slick with no further information.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, what?
I think I know what they mean by slick.
I guess I know, but I'm like, that feels unhelpful. Slick?
Like camera movements where it's like it looks like it's very like I would argue live action One Piece would be considered slick. I wonder if it is.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like Boo Boo the Fool out here because I don't like Netflix. Well, I just don't
seeing
watch
slick, I wouldn't know what the
stuff.
fuck that means.
Right. I'm like, at a glance, it's like slick. I'm like slick, like stylish, slick, like quick, like slick, like what? Slick, like dripping down my thighs, like slick.
Slick rolls.
Thank you. What?
Girl, look how slick you look.
Look how slick you look. Like,
look how slick you think you look.
oh, I'm not joking, bitch. Like, I'm just like when you only have like 3 words,
everything's a nail.
to really like thank you. Everywhere's a ham. Here's a ham. Here's a ham. And like, there's not actually even a ham.
Oh,
It's raw edge.
it's a herb.
It won't last long. Not here for a long time.
Here for an edge time.
That part. Yeah, I'm like, when you only have 3, like, and you choose slick for one of them,
Yeah,
that feels a little wild to me.
it's a choice. Tags are hard.
Like, it'll be like, action, slick, groundbreaking. And I'm like, first of all, don't tell me how to feel.
Yeah, they're definitely talking about it in like a cinematography kind of way. But
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't have to do the work of that.
Right.
Because that doesn't describe the vibe of the story. I guess maybe people go off visual vibes.
Well, like, slick alone, that's fine, fair enough. Like, kind of an odd choice, but okay. But to have done it on 3 separate things that are just, like, in, like, the carousel rotation.
It's wanting to promote to you what it thinks you'd like. So if you like slick shit, it might promote more slick shit.
But I don't even know what slick means.
You like it. Algorithms be algorithming.
Like, it was like that movie with Halle Berry.
Catwoman.
Nope. That is slick.
Yeah.
With, like, Halle Berry and, I don't know, the guy who decided he couldn't say the F slur anymore because his daughter said, that's bad.
We're talking about Crash? No.
No. Isn't it Mark Wahlberg? Is it? Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
who beat up he like assaulted a Vietnamese guy when he was younger and almost beat him to death. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actor Mark Wahlberg. Yeah,
Actor Mark
I know
Wahlberg,
him.
who finally decided it was
And
bad
made the
to say
podcast.
the F slur.
Yeah.
Because his daughter said, you
Dude.
shouldn't do that. Which I'm grateful to her for
Please
saying
don't
it.
say the F slur.
Right.
Please. Mark Wahlberg, this is a call to action.
You're not Marky Moo, but Mark Wahlberg.
You're acting like a Marky Poo.
Thank you. Wally Woo.
Woo, 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 woo.
You know, something to that effect.
I didn't catch a shiny recently.
Oh,
A shiny woo. A woo, woo, Mark woo, woo.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that movie's about, but apparently it's slick. Halle Berry and good
Mark
old Marky Walls.
I don't know what that would have been.
I
I'm not
don't
looking
know.
it up. I know I have a computer right
I
here.
don't want to know because
My God.
I wouldn't want to watch it because I'm working late.
I'm a singer.
I'm a singer.
Have you heard Please, Please, Please?
I have.
That one's good. And then Tasty's good too. Taste. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Taste. That's not how it goes. I watched Umbrella Academy finally.
Okay.
Which fucks. Season 4. A lot of people
Out the
have
gate.
not liked it. Season 4 out the gate. A lot of people online have mixed reviews about it.
Okay.
But I feel like
You're wrong.
I am a child of divorce.
Okay.
So I didn't know what it was to have hope growing up. So when I watch things that seem cool,
Yeah.
I like
Slick.
to just when they're slick, I just like to watch it and like, well, that's what they made. Like, this is cool. Like, I like it. It was fun. I got to know the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's only after digesting it and like letting it sit that I allow myself to like start to criticize it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because things aren't worthy of criticism, but like I'm also somebody who like I didn't happen to read the source material or anything like that. This season was fucking sick, and I wish they got more than 6 episodes.
Yeah.
They were limited.
Okay.
I think post-COVID and everything, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hickey uppies.
Oh. Thirsty girl.
Yeah, a little bit of Swirsty girl, but like, honestly, it's worth watching if you haven't watched it. If you're somebody who's been sitting on it, Elliot Page knocks it out of the fucking park. He does great.
That's it.
And the character 5 is my favorite character. He's a boy, but he's actually a 63-year-old man
Okay.
in a boy body. Because
Hollywood loves that.
right, they love older men and younger men.
Oh.
I said it.
Oh.
Well, Harvey
Call me by your number 5.
He's in jail. This happened.
Who?
Harvey Weinstein.
What? That wasn't men. He
Wait,
was like
I'm
a predator on women.
Well, okay. Well, did we get Spacey? Is he still out? Who did we get for the men?
Spacey.
Yeah, but I don't think he's actually. I mean, he's lost everything. Oh, boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Thank you. Justice for Anthony Rapp. Anywho, the fuck it. God damn it. What was the point? Oh yeah. So the 5 characters. Yeah, because like when
Five's working late because he's a singer.
Yeah, jumped forward when he was a kid in season 1, like because he can teleport, but he figured out that he could like go through time. But instead of starting with seconds, he
That's
just
me after I eat a Hot Pocket.
literally mood.
I go through time.
Go through time.
I'm sorry.
I have her number. I'm working late. As a bitch who's also unstuck in time, let me tell you. No, it was just basically like he like figures out his power because he's like a kid, and like he's like, oh, I can like go forward in time, awesome, but doesn't think about how to go backwards, and he pushes himself too far, and he goes like 13 years in the future, and it's the apocalypse.
Work. Okay.
And that's like that's kind of where season 1 kind of is showing up. Everyone's coming back sort of vibe. So anyway, now in this season, the way that they ended season 3 was fascinating, and season 4 starts where they don't have any of their powers. They're all like normal humans.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, mild spoilers, but they do get powers again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really kind of funny how it happens. It's interesting how it happens, and the way that they tie to me as a bitch who cares about like tying off all those little things. We did not get all of the answers that I would have liked, but we did get a lot of really good payoffs on stuff that like I didn't expect them to answer, which I think is worthwhile.
Yeah.
And that's it. I wish I had something funnier about it, but I just...
It doesn't have to be fun.
No, it doesn't. But I just really like it. Like, I want to talk about the things that get me, that I'm excited about it, but I'm like, I don't want to spoil it. It's too late.
Would you say you want to talk about the things that you're hyped about?
Hyped? Don't. Yes. What's got you hyped? We have a 2-minute timer. We're gonna get around. I gotta get around to making those. I might need your help. You got a more stylistic.
Ask me what I'm hyped about. This can be one of the things from my list.
Okay. Perfect. Eric, what's got you hyped?
I'm hyped about the beautiful, emotional, and metaphysical sensation of go into a grocery store at 5:30 in the morning in the summer.
Right as they open.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know that feeling?
Like when they have to move, one of the Night Stalkers has to move the little.
When they're sliding the little display out from behind the door, and there's two
Two
vehicles in the parking lot.
Oh,
there's
two?
two of me briefly. Oh, look,
There
I'm
is.
behind Jigglypuff.
Right. Perfect.
She's working late.
Without her number.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm with Mr. Chef. Oh. and Toametru Nuju, but he's pink.
Tell him. Hello.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
I could see. All right, we're gonna make these a little smaller.
Oh.
This is.
Oh.
I made this too big.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't stop looking at myself.
Let's make you just a little bit smaller, and then
The Alien Queen,
we
also
could
in
do
pink.
the hype. What are you hyped about? There we go. Hey, Eric.
I already said it.
What's got you hyped? Tell me. No, I know. So
The emotional, metaphysical experience of
It's-
going to a grocery store at 5:30 in the morning in the summertime, and there's two cars in the parking lot, and it's almost brisk, even though it's summer, and you're like, oh, it's going to be 110 today, but right now it feels like it's 72.
You get that wind chill. You get a little bit of that wind chill on the little tiny bit of sweat that started on the back
Just
of your
at
neck.
the nape of your neck.
Oh,
Right there. And then you step into the grocery store, and you know what you see?
man.
Possibilities for a bright new day.
Oh, yes.
Because you woke up early, and you never wake up early.
Oh my God.
Not
And you
this
can-
early.
And you're like, you know what? I can get a cold beverage.
I
to
could
go.
have a cold beverage. You like walk over and like they've barely put out the donuts, and you're like,
No.
I could have a donut. Who has a donut at 5:30 in the morning? I could be a new
nobody
person. I
does.
could be me.
You could be anyone today.
I could live my life out loud like Gina Davis, and I could have a donut at 5:30 in the morning and a sparkling ice.
And there's no one who can tell you can't. And if someone says that you can't,
Mm-hmm.
you can just disobey them.
I could just do what I want.
You can't. There's no law that says you can't.
I can walk back into that empty parking lot and go, oh, it's still a bit breezy, but it's definitely getting warmer, even in just like the 6 minutes I was in the store.
Where's my
Sun's
cover,
coming.
girl?
Sun's coming.
Sun's coming. Sun's ready.
coming.
There's that feeling in the grocery store
It's
that
beginning.
early, like before people have really come in, like especially if they move the like stack of caution wet floor cones over to the left. Oh,
It's just
it
right.
feels like you're not supposed. Like I love.
I'm not meant to be here.
Yes,
But I am welcome.
it's within the operating hours. And when you go to check out, someone has to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there in just a minute."
Oh, hold on. Let me. Because they're. Oh, I love that. Oh, they're straightening the candy. They're like, I'll be right over. And I'm like,
Take your time.
take your time. It's the morning. We're all just getting
God's
started.
not counting. The work doesn't count these hours.
God's not awake yet. He's still sleepy because
God
God's
sleeps
sleeping
until
in.
7.
He's sleeping in. He had a long
You
night.
can commit sin before 6.
Thank you. There's nothing like it. Nothing like
Not
it
a
in
single
this
thing.
earth.
How could there be?
There simply couldn't be.
There's 3 things that I enjoy in my life. There was like the birth of
Christ.
Christ, the birth of my niece,
Okay.
and then going to a grocery store at 5:30 in the morning when he moves the big cones
in the summer specifically.
summer.
Because one of the beauties of it is that it's like, you know, it's going to be balls hot today.
Oh hell yeah!
But you're there so early that it's almost chilly. And you're like, nothing has ever been like this, and nothing ever will be again.
How could they?
Until I come back here at 5:30. But if you did that every day, that would ruin it.
No.
It has to be like a, once every like 6 months experience. Well, actually, maybe perhaps once a year.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I like it's the same sort of energy of like, I had it and then I clicked the things. I'll think about it.
But yeah,
It's a good like.
that's something I'm hyped
You
about.
don't get to do it often. That's so good.
When it happens, ooh, it feels right.
Ooh.
Ooh, it feels right.
Oh, bitch. Ask me, hey, Kevin. Ask me what kind of tree I have. Kevin, watch the light.
Kevin, watch the light. Watch the light.
You know what's got me hyped this week?
Steph, what's got you hyped this week?
Okay, this works so much easier than I thought. What's got me hyped this week?
What's got you hyped this week?
So I've been streaming on Twitch.
Oh, okay, work.
Bitch.
You haven't been lately.
No, I know I haven't. I really haven't.
Me trying to be a supportive ass friend and me getting
just dragged. Like. First, well, you're right. No, I have been. It's been a lot of fun. But I learned in the last stream I did 2 days ago.
Okay.
For the first time
in your illustrious career,
in 3.5 years on Twitch.tv, I found out that when you're live, you can just have your stream open muted.
Okay.
And if something happens, you can just go to that tab and click clip as if because you're viewing your own stream.
Oh, work. Okay.
And then when you go to clip it, it opens up the page for the clip. You adjust the things and it goes, well, how do you want to like export it? Do you want like in Twitch? Do you want to do it like landscape or do you want to do it portrait? And if you do it portrait, it pulls up 2 rectangles automatically for you to put over you and your camera, and then a big vertical one to like put your.
Okay, yeah.
It's all right there, like
onboard features,
dude. Oh my god, like electrifying excitement because
it's
like electrifying. Because I'm like in the moment, I'm like, oh, this was fucking funny. I want to clip this, and it's like, hey, someone clip it. But like, I won't.
Somebody clip that.
Somebody clip it. By the time someone gets around to it, which I'm very grateful, very helpful, everyone who does. But it's like the moment, like I got to do it while I'm still like while the iron's hot.
Right.
Because
the air is cool,
and the weather is warm. Ooh. I want some autumnal pleasure. Spread my legs and show me the solstice. How about you bend me over? I'll show you how I put the F in solstice.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, I discovered that, and I'm like, played with a couple of things, and I'm like, this opens up a lot of possibilities.
Hell yeah.
To make things easier, because it's very cumbersome to like go in and edit it every time. Like it's not that hard individually each time, but like to be like, well, if every time I want to make a clip I got to go through this whole process, like I don't want to do that.
A rigmarole.
Thank you Rob Rigmarole.
Thank you
host of the Kobayashi
Maru. An interjection. Oh,
yeah, it is warm in here.
Listen, when the sun is blazing and the weather is hot, water country is a real good spot.
Another one.
I don't have any more.
Another one.
No. I think it's important to be organized in fashion.
What does she mean by that?
So many of you have written to us.
I think that's what she means.
So many of you.
So many of you have written to us.
It's rotten.
Thank you.
Or WROGH. Or ROUGHT.
Hey, listeners.
Hi.
I'd like.
Yes. I'm listening.
I would just like to say that I take particular ire with the word swum. Past participle form of the word swim.
Swum.
Swum.
Swim, swam, swum.
Thank you. And but I don't want it.
I smell the blood of an Englishman.
I don't want that word. I want swum to go away.
I want to swim in that.
I wish it had swum away.
I swum in that pussy last
had
night.
swum.
Oh, so I had swum. It's
actually it's not had swum. It would be had swam.
It's swam.
So instead it's
if you put it on the wall.
It swimmed.
It's swammed?
Yes.
Maybe. Swammed?
Gorned.
Some girls gorned.
Other gorned. Yeah, I don't like the word swum.
I don't. It's gross. I'm so sorry.
I had a visceral response to that.
Well, I didn't. Even
leapt.
I didn't notice that. I just
leapt.
I'm glad we both did because I just went.
LEAPT. Leapt. I leapt.
That is how you spell it. Run the numbers. Run the numbers. Where are they? Where's the numbers? Where's the numbers?
Where's the fucking numbers? We need crash zoom buttons.
See, okay, so I'm a woman.
I am a woman of my own destiny.
I'm a woman of your destiny. It's Taken King.
You're the Taken Queen.
Thank you. I always find it funny when there's like art of femme. I almost said Luzaku, but one, Luzaku is femme. Luzaku, and two, that's not Oryx. Oryx. Femme Oryx, because I'm like, why are you detransitioning her?
Thank you. I'm like, the disrespect. Don't take her backwards.
Work, but also
Don't take
like,
him backwards,
don't
rather.
take him.
I apologize.
Well, I don't think. That being said, though, I think did he take on his morph? Because
that's the thing is with Hive, it's
they're more,
actually
like,
it's
gender
actually
fluid.
yeah. With the Hive, it's actually quite different. So it's hard to make that analogous because it's like it's a
they attach the PP, they detach the PP.
yeah. From what the lore seems to be, it's
Where's their
less of a gender
cloaca?
thing and more of a some sort of a, they call it a morph.
More. Where's her celibacy?
Probably under the water.
Oh, you're right. She's so big.
Yeah.
Do you think she brushed her teeth?
Does she have teeth?
Yeah, she got little chompers.
Oh, okay. I love that for her.
Yeah. I don't like that. Do all the Hive have teeth?
That she has like a tiny little set of human teeth in her hive mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know that they all do.
Thrall don't. Oh no, they do.
They have
Knights just.
they have teeth.
Do knights have faces?
They all have little mouths with little teeth in them. Like,
I got that lockjaw. I'm so jealous of the flip. It's a vibe.
I'm into it, and I'm into it,
As you should be.
and I'm into it.
It's everything. It's the moment. It's here. It's fierce.
Thank you.
It's serving run.
It's working late.
I have your number. I with work, everybody, and I mean like every email, people are like,
Absolutely everybody.
"Hey Stephanie, blah 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 this. Hi Stephanie, thank you Stephanie," and they're being like really wordy, and I'm just kind of like, "What the fuck? What's happening? What is happening? Is this like where people's expectations of me are changing because they're like, oh, we'll just be nice?" Like, I don't know. Like, it's that whole thing of like, are you gonna be nicer to me now that I'm a girl?
It could be.
And that's what I'm thinking it is, because I noticed like changes in people's behavior, like really minute ones.
Right.
It's probably self-explanatory. With I don't have the pellets.
Well,
Like a bad guinea pig. I haven't been eating my pellets.
no pellets for me, but I do sip water from the little like ball bearing.
Me going every week to get my girl juice shot when I could just get my ass filled with pellets.
Take a little sippy of the estrogen.
Some epidots. Oh, if it was testosterone shots, it'd be pippin dots.
There you go.
Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, it's been
Ben
Ben 10. Ben Tennyson. I liked Ben 10 as a kid. That was a good show. Anyway, yeah, it's exciting, but also like I don't know, like I'm like I can't ask everybody, are you just being nice? Because it's a professional setting.
Right.
But ooh,
I'm working late.
you are. It appears as such.
Busy time.
It is. It makes me go. I don't know.
What about him?
Oh, I don't know. Girl.
T.
T. I don't.
You want them to look soft and natural.
I do want them. So I was like, all right. So genuinely, I could not get an answer out of this. My intention a few days ago was not to like find an informed consent clinic.
Okay.
Which just means that like like, hey, you're aware that if you start taking estrogen, your balls will shrink, right?
You know what the Rock's cooking.
Right, and I'm like, what if I told you I was here for the side effects, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne Johnson.
Thank you for your service.
I can't. No, I don't like The Rock. He doesn't let himself lose in his movies.
Oh.
Which was weird because then they cast him as Black Adam,
Then don't do that.
who's a villain character,
Yeah.
but he can't like lose a fight. Allegedly.
He was on an episode of Voyager called Tsunkatsu.
Was that good?
No.
Yeah. When he was on screen, were you just like, oh, it's The Rock?
Yeah. It was, oh, it's The Rock, but they put like a little, like they drew like a symbol on his forehead. And that's how they were like, he's an alien.
They didn't give him like the little scrunchy forehead thing or nothing?
I don't think they did because he, like, in his like contractual obligations, he needed to be able to do his like eyebrow thing because that was his thing back then. And so he does that.
He's
like
working late.
Like he's like fighting like 7 of 9.
Ah.
And he like throws her on the ground and then like does like the eyebrow thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That feels a lot more like a promotion for WWE.
I think she kicks his butt though.
Good. Deservedly.
Yeah. She's biomechanically enhanced.
7 of 9?
Mm-hmm.
My dad's calling, but I will get him later. Okay. I'm working late. He's got my number.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten very into lists lately.
Lists? Like what?
So there's been a lot happening, and there's a lot that's going to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so in order to make sure that all of the things happen when they need to happen, lots of lists.
Right. Where are you keeping all these lists?
In my notes app, in my Google Keep app.
Oh,
because you can make checklists, and then you can tap the little checkbox, and it goes away to the bottom. But it's not deleted, so if for some reason you go, oh, wait, it's not done, you can scroll down to where it's grayed out, and you can check the box again, and it puts it back up at the top. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Thank you. Free application.
Do you see that? See that shit in my eyes? See that fire?
I
like,
see that.
I'm like, I remember Google Keep back in the day.
Google Keep is lovely. So it's been list o'clock. I'm listing, and I'm just listing. Call me the Costa Concordia because I'm listing over here. Hunty. I don't know if the Costa Concordia listed.
What's the yaw on that?
Call me the Empress of Ireland. Call me the Lusitania. Just don't call me the Titanic.
Girl, please. You know you a Britannica.
Because she didn't list.
No, she said.
Because they kept the pumps running, and she was able to sink slowly enough that she actually went down incredibly evenly.
What does it mean to list?
To go to the side.
Ah.
So usually when a ship is like sinking, if it was a result of damage on one side, it's gonna list to that side.
That makes sense.
But they have pumps in the boat that are supposed to like pump the water out or distribute the water
more evenly. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they ran the Titanic pumps very effectively.
Oh, that's good.
To the
engineer's credit.
To the engineer's credit, and unfortunately to the a lot of the people running the pumps died.
Honestly,
because
they ran those pumps so well that they actually, if you think about it, they're kind of responsible for the deaths of those people that went down. What was that last year with that Titan submersible? Was that?
Oh,
what's his name?
my
Rod
God.
Stockton. You know, maybe if they did a worse job, we'd
and
have more
came
billionaires.
all the way from Stockton.
No, he didn't. We do not accept him, us people from Stockton.
Oh, okay.
No, his last
I
name
was
Stockton.
referring to the East Coast Stockton.
Okay,
because I was doing a reference to the movie That Thing You Do.
Oh,
starring
but you don't watch cinema.
I don't. But
starring who?
When I was a child, my sister. Thank you. My sister used to make me watch the movie That Thing You Do over and over again. I think she thought that the lead actor was hot, and he was cute. She wasn't wrong, but like she just kept watching that movie. And so I had to keep watching that movie. And in that movie, they're like a little band that ends up blowing up, and they're the Wonders, and they only have one hit, so it's the one hit Wonders. Ha 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 ha.
That's very cheeky.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And so when they're a small little band going out and about, they end up doing this like small little performance in a part of Pennsylvania, I think, because I think they're from Pennsylvania. I could be wrong. Don't yell at me.
Mm-hmm.
And So it's literally like a
Pennsylvania
20-minute drive from where. So they're from Stockton, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's Pennsylvania, and they like go to perform somewhere that's like 20 minutes away. But like the lady who's like presenting them is very excited, and so she's like, and they came all the way from Stockton, and it's like it's so close.
That's like saying like, and they came all the way here from Glendale, Arizona.
Yes, literally.
It's
like
cool.
you got him in.
Hey, Gilbert, you could say.
They're working late.
Well,
Gilbert can be kind of far.
They have a goon problem.
In what way?
The Gilbert Goons.
I don't know if I want to know more information.
You don't know about the Gilbert Goons?
No.
It's like an actual like criminal problem.
And they call themselves goons?
Yes, the Gilbert Goons are like
they
a real
gooning?
like
Are they
gang.
gooning
No,
and
I don't
banging
think
in
they're
Gilbert?
gooning. They're causing havoc and creating like they're doing crime in Gilbert.
We need to speak to our local correspondent. We need to ask him about the goons.
We gotta ask. You know what? It's been so long. It might be worth going. Hey, man. I mean, we're here for the scoop. Stephanie Tingles is here for the scoop.
Oh my God, we gotta know. Cut to our field correspondent.
Gilbert Goons. No, the Gilbert Goons have been doing. Oh, they got some arrested.
Would you say they're working late?
Oh shit. Well, one of them they killed a guy.
Oh.
First Gilbert Goon faces prison time for brass knuckles attacks. Gilbert Goons, Arizona rich kid gang accused in teens murder started among friends, fueled by social media. Because they killed some 16-year-old kid, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Gilbert Goons are like a fucked up, real shit here.
Yeah.
Sorry to kind of like harsh the V-Bay, just a beat, but also like, I don't think they're they might be gooning. It's because of all that gooning.
It's because they're gooning. They're gooning and baiting.
That's some good bait. Yeah, well now maybe I don't want him to risk his life.
That thing
as our field reporter.
That thing you do stars and is directed by Thomas and Hanks.
Oh,
Timothy
Hanks.
Thomas and Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
And he was originally supposed to play Zeph from Cochrane in Star Trek First Contact, but he was unable to because of a prior obligation to That Thing You Do. The film
Who played the character
played.
instead? The Rock?
Oh my God, what is his name? Fuck. Famous character actor. Oh no, he's one of those people where it's like everyone knows him. You'll love him. Yeah, like you see him and you know him. Fuck.
If you know him, you see him.
If you see him, you know him.
If you see what you mind what you see.
Thank you on that.
On period.
Star Trek First
Generation.
Contact. I'm working
Ironically hot.
because it's First Contact.
I'm working late. I'm probing.
James Cromwell.
Oh, and he looks like that guy that we recognize, right?
Not this unfortunate picture of this gentleman.
Oh, I don't like James Cromwell. He looks like a villain.
He's in Babe.
Is he a villain in Babe?
It depends on how you look at it.
Is he the dad?
He's the that'll do pig, that'll do. He's the one who says that.
Okay,
James Cromwell.
He's a hero.
Thank you.
I'll pay respect.
He's working late because he's James Cromwell.
He's James Cromwell. Cat.
I'm a kitty cat.
A
And
kitty.
dance, and dance, cat. I'm a kitty cat. And dance. La shot.
Le son.
Not to be confused with lechon.
Le chon.
Lechon.
Le chon. Oh, this way. I'm trying to remember, like, I'm trying to rack my brain of, like, what was something. Yeah. Apparently, Destiny's coming out with a mobile game. I only heard, like, a headline about it.
I'm not a brave enough soldier. Was it from friend of the channel, Paul Tossi? You know Paul's going to talk about
Paula
it.
Fertossini.
Thank you. His given name.
What, from Italy?
His christening name.
His Christian name. The name he wore to his... I almost said bris, but I'm like, that's not
Christian. Well, perhaps an interdenominational.
It's possible.
Yes.
Who knows?
I don't know his religious convictions.
I don't know. Well, he's got a dog.
And he named it Evie.
Right. Really?
Right. Yeah.
I don't get when people call Eevee a dog.
Thank you.
I don't feel like Eevee's a dog.
I don't
Raikou is a cat.
I'm sorry. I don't like when they call Pikachu a rat.
He's a rodent,
Yeah.
but he's not a rat.
But they call him a rat. Like,
No.
electric rat. Or
No.
electric mouse. He's
Electric
a
mouse.
mouse.
He's an electric mouse Pokemon.
He's too.
chonky.
He's not shaped in any way like a mouse.
You want to know who is an electric mouse?
I'd love to know.
That's exactly who it is. You knew.
I clocked it.
You clocked it.
I clocked in.
Diddy.
Like that is an electric mouse.
It's a little mouthy. There you go. I'm working late.
Because I'm.
I'm working late because I have pellets. They keep me up
Pellets.
and feeling great. But they've done this little thing where I don't feel straight. Oh. I love that.
A soapy experience.
I love that. Something kind of funny.
Speak on it.
So my dad and I have been playing a metric fuck done. So my dad and I have been spending a lot of time together lately.
Okay.
We've been playing. We play a lot of Call of Duty, and lately we've been playing Black Ops 3, which is like a 9-year-old game.
Okay.
My dad got really excited, and he went online and found things.
Okay.
Made some purchases on eBay.
Okay.
Told me, do this thing real quick. I said, sure. And when I went back into my account, I had like 1.5 million divinium crystals.
Oh. So he committed a crime.
No, I don't know what he did.
Oh.
I'm just stating what occurred to me.
Right.
Something happened, and then suddenly I had a bunch of currency
Okay.
that you could use for the gumballs in zombies.
Uh-huh.
So in Black Ops 3, there's just like the regular zombie, like you go play all the zombie maps. They're really fun, and there's like different things to do. And there's a gumball machine, and you can get gumballs one free one every round, and then they cost a little bit more for each consecutive one in a round, and they get more expensive as the rounds go.
Mm-hmm.
What's really nice about having this absolutely insane amount of currency is that it's the currency you use to spin the gumball machine to get more gumballs.
Right.
So I'm really happy about it because it like fills my dad's like gotcha. Like my dad's just like a little bit older, so I don't like he's getting cracked on. Like he played Monopoly
Right.
Go
It's
and
the
shit.
Candy Crush.
Right. He bricked one of his phones because he tried to hack Candy Crush to get more levels and everything, and then he gets bored of it. But we've been doing that, and it's been very, very fun. That being said, like when you go in, like very clearly we're both level 1,000.
Yeah.
Everything on like
This is too warm.
very
To
warm.
have pressed against my warm body.
I
Level 1,000.
level 1,000, and like we're both very open about it. Like I'm like, yeah, man. Like we just
Well, you
got
were
it for
pretty
the
close
gumballs,
with me.
right? Yeah, you're welcome.
Because I just asked you.
And I have your number.
And you said, and you said you don't know that a crime was committed.
I don't know,
Okay.
but this game's also 9 years old, so like
Interesting.
it wouldn't be hard to find the suspects is what I'm kind of getting at. Like it is what it is, but it was more so to have fun, and like it's fun to play the gumballs because like you can get like perkaholic, so you just in round 1 take a gumball, you have all of the perks, which is more than you can get in one game, like right off the bat. It makes the game so much more fun to play, because it's like a dead game kind of vibe.
Right.
That being said, for the first time in our entire time playing,
Okay.
we got into a lobby 2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately this guy starts screeching at us, accusing us of stolen valor,
Well,
which like is very apt, but also like is like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are fucking with this level 1,000? No way, you guys are fucking cheaters. You guys bought your shit. You know, I've been playing this game since launch, and like I've been working and putting in the hours, and I'm this level. I'm like, you guys are coming here like it devalues me, like all of the things. Like
he felt.
this guy clearly felt something, and like he just is going, and we're like, are you, dude? Like, okay, like it doesn't really matter. Like, so I decide, you know, one of my special abilities is that I don't know decorum, and I'll just tell you the exact thing I'm doing. Like, I won't hide my prerogative. I'll just tell you because it's easier for me. Thank you. It's easy. Like, the Fibbler doesn't work on me because, like, I'd rather just tell you because the Fibbler's exhausting.
Right.
That while doesn't defeat me.
Hey, Stinky!
Me to him. I'm just, like, this guy's going. And I mean, like, I don't... It felt like he's, like, as soon as he plugged in his mic, he was already ranting.
Yeah.
And, like, just going for a solid 30 seconds straight. And I'm just like, yeah, hey, man, like... Yeah, no, like they're like we just like got like gumballs and stuff. Like it's we didn't earn these levels. Like we'll just tell you that. Like honestly, like I just kind of bought them because like you know my dad's kind of dying and I just like to like spend some time with him. This is kind of like that thing that we do. So we just kind of wanted to have fun with this like 9-year-old game. The guy's mic goes quiet, and then just like the other kid that's in there is just like, "Are you guys ready to ready up yet?"
Me.
And I'm like,
Actually, not
we'll
me.
try.
I'm the silent person who's
Silent.
saying nothing. Who never opened his mouth, who just says nothing.
T, you're the 5th person of the party.
I'm the person where, like, we all join up and the guy starts ranting, and I'm like, even though I'm not part of this, I'll step out. I leave.
Deuces.
I DC.
I would have. I like because like we were still in the lobby, so we hadn't actually started anything. So like he ended up just. I was like, Dad, let's just go. Like let's just leave. I think the dude left ultimately, but
Yeah.
like
Get him.
yeah, obviously like did I need to like do that a little sprinkle? But like you're gonna come in and be so angry about something that we're like we don't care about. Like I'm sorry, but I think that's really cool if you worked really hard and earned all that shit. Like if I go over to Cold War, like all those levels, like I'm level like 1010 or something. Like I did it. Like I earned that, but like is it a single like I don't give a okay.
Yeah.
But it was clearly important to him. But like this idea of like stolen valor in Call of Duty, like how dare you? This game that's 9 years old that I'm still cruising.
Yeah.
And I'm just like calling out these fakers for. Like,
You know how this all could have been avoided?
how?
On the Xbox 360, you had to state what your gaming zone was. And you could have put yours as casual, and he could have had his as pro, and none of this would have happened.
No, it wouldn't have. If
They could have said it as underground.
oh, I always got Do you remember in back in the day when you would like play online with people, you would check? Like I remember being like, do I want to be pro or underground?
Oh, the constant push and pull of it's like, if I say I'm pro and someone sees that and I do badly, they're going to leave me a message saying like, oh, you think you're a pro? So I left myself in casual, and I wasn't casual.
I wasn't
about it.
casual and I wasn't pro.
I was just serious about it.
Yeah, like I just am like not trap. I don't know, like
Yeah.
I'm here to have fun. It depends on the
one
game.
could say that was casual, though.
Right. But like
Well, my thing was, I was like, I'm very casual in, because my Xbox 360 was just a Halo 3 machine. That was what it was bought for, and that's all it ever did, pretty much. So it's like, well, in Halo 3 multiplayer, I am casual. I am casual. Can that be the title of the episode? Actually, I am casual.
Yes.
But I am in, and I wish people would stop saying I'm not. No, and I am in like the multiplayer, but in campaign, you better know I'm bringing the heat. You know I'm a professional, and I'm not settling for less.
And you shouldn't have to.
So I'm like, well, I'm in a different zone when I'm playing.
Get me when I'm in my zone.
Thank you. Like, you can't. When I'm playing campaign, it's another story.
Dude,
I'm no longer casual.
I want to be pro. Like, I don't there's no good clear guidelines on what it means to be pro and what it means. Like, what does even underground mean?
I never understood what that one meant, and it felt too cool for me. Speak on it. Speak.
Do you say enough slurs to be in the underground?
Oh, that's true. Although, in fairness, there were just as many slurs in the professional group.
Oh, absolutely.
If not more.
Oh, yeah. No, of course.
All of them
It
were
didn't
bad.
matter. It just was... I'm not going through the Modern Warfare 2 lobby to figure out who's who. But, like... some people start with slurs,
Yeah.
and those people are underground.
Are underground.
The people underground use slurs.
Oh my god.
Turns out I have like a gas leak in my house.
What is that?
What is that?
What's that? What's that smoky odor?
It's the gas leak.
You have been stopped.
I hope it's not a haunter. I owe you.
Podcast.
That was good. Okay. Oh man. Oh, I'm excited. We have a pool party this weekend.
We do have a pool party this weekend. And I'm not at all nervous about it.
I'm nervous.
Certainly not nervous at the prospect of hosting that many people in the home.
No, you shouldn't be. You will.
I am.
I was nervous.
Why do you think I'm out here making lists?
I'm
understand. Like, people are coming over.
You have to.
And it has to be right. And here's the thing.
Tell me.
I, famously, horrible at asking for help. It's not like, thank you.
I'm hyping you up.
And it's just, it can be tough.
Absolutely.
And so people keep being like, do you want us to come over early and help? And I'm like,
I would actually prefer it if, like, I don't want to stop asking me to make decisions.
Well, there's
kind of vibe, right? Like that, like you don't want to have to keep recalculating.
Here's part of it.
Okay.
Is that, first of all, I'm like, I am stressed at the thought of trying to take the time to allocate tasks to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one. Two is that I'm like, well, you're supposed to be a guest at the party. I want you to experience the party as a party, not as a thing that you had to help set up. I want you to just be able to like come here and just get in the pool. Right. I don't want you to be like, I hauled tables for 30 minutes and then I got to have a party. Because then it's like, well, then it wasn't a party for you.
Well, like
it's allowed to not be a party for me because it's my party.
I'm okay.
And I will cry if I want to. Thank you.
As you should. So like, for one, I am excited because I get to just
they're making it.
The Mets are making it. It's our season, and we're like I don't like that whole kind of thing because like we'll be showing up, it'll be very fun, and it's like, hey, like I don't know how long, like probably hour or two, maybe more, depends. I was told there probably won't be Smash unless I bring it, which I'm like understandable now that I have a greater understanding of the scope and whatnot. And it's like, fine, that's cool, that works. And like, you don't have like, if you needed help, you would have asked me weeks ago, so to speak, right?
There's like there are family members that are like,
they don't feel valued if they're not helping.
They're like, well, we're helping,
like
and
whether
so
you
like,
like it or not.
So I'm like, okay, which is fair because like it's so much
you need the help. Right.
Specifically because we cannot do most of this ahead of time. It has to be day of. Mm-hmm. Like, because other things are happening Friday night. That like,
if you actually do need like an extra set of hands just to like help move stuff, as long as like I don't have to figure out what to do, you just tell me what to do, let me know, and I'll come over earlier too.
I appreciate that, but we do have lots of other people.
Sounds
who
like it might
basically
they were there first.
They have insisted that they will help, and so I'm like, okay,
fill their wishes first, and then fill my dreams.
So in knowing that it's like, well, they're coming and they want to help, and that they're gonna be here. Yeah. So it's like they can either stand around and watch you do everything, or you can figure out how to allocate everything. So I was like, okay.
So that's you make the list so that you can allocate.
So these lists, because I'm like, okay, there's a lot of tasks that need done, and I need to put them into groups based off of activity, and I'm gonna print out little checklists and a little map of where everything goes. And so when someone's like, okay, what do you need me to do? I'm gonna be like, you have this set of tasks.
Clipboards.
Yeah. Of like, these are your things to do.
And here's a map of the house.
Yes. So it's like, because I just don't want to be like, I want to also be helping. I don't want to be like directing. I don't want to have to be walking around going, oh, do this, do that, do that. Because it's like, no. I need to be like, I need to be digging in the dirt.
You want to do your
I
thing.
need to be getting my hands dirty.
Well,
I need to be planting the seeds of the future.
If I may,
You may.
is it also because while you're doing that, everyone's like, wow, he's working so hard. You're like, oh, thank God I have a moment of peace.
Truly. I need the stabilizing presence
It is going to
of
be
work.
disgustingly overstimulating
Yeah.
for you. And I'm...
Too many people and too much attention, and I do not want to be perceived. I would like to do work. So I'm going to...
That's why we like to hang out. Remember that? That's like the time we got drunk in the kitchen.
Which time?
Well, no, we were talking to Trinity that day. It was at that party at Jason's house.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Famously.
Right? Where we're like, we don't know what to do, so we'll just cook and hang out in the kitchen
Yeah.
because it's easier. You go find the dog.
We'll
and
just
you
go buy a cake and bring it back.
Easy. We'll just throw them a party.
Truly.
Well, they threw themselves a party.
They opened the door to their apartment. And we threw them a party.
Let's go, Queen.
Impromptu, no less.
Very much impromptu.
But yeah, so it's lots of lists. It's lots of riding the delicate line between like, how do I make all of this like very clear and simple and easy for people without them thinking that like I'm some like crazy tyrant? Because I'm like,
it's so hard.
Because I'm like, I have everything planned out, not because I'm like hyper type A in the sense that like everything has to be just so, but just because I want it to be clear. Like
it's for you.
I appreciate like when like if I'm given instructions and it's something like for someone, I would like more instructions rather than less. Like,
especially if something's written down. Oh my God.
So helpful.
Because it's like, hey, real quick. So you said this. What do you mean? You're like, oh yeah, no problem. This.
Right. Because I hate like
because you know they're going to ask you dumb questions, right? No questions are dumb.
And I'm trying to like head that off because I hate having to ask questions. I like when like I'm just given the right instructions from the get. So that's what I want to provide to others. So that comes with a lot of stress of like, okay, what are like, how do I break these out by tasks? Because it's like, well, there are some things that some people are going to be able to do, and there's some things that other people are going to be able to do.
And you want to fit everybody's strengths.
Right. For example, all these good Christian boys wanting to carry some chairs. That's one group.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, you know,
we need them.
The softer sorts who want to do other things, like placing small bags of Sour Patch Kids on the table.
That's important.
It is important. There's a task for everyone, and for everyone a task.
I'm so excited for this book. I can't wait for my task says have fun. I'm going to be so goddamn
I'm going to hand out checklists that just say have fun to those who arrive on time.
And when they leave, did you finish your task?
Did you fold it, sign it, turn it into the box. It's a silent vote.
And it's if you get to come back.
If you had fun, you don't get to come back because you've achieved your goal. But if you didn't have fun, we'll have you back so that you can try again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's free to come back.
Yeah.
You can walk back inside.
Only when we allow.
If the party's still going on.
If the door's locked.
If there's still balloons at the corner that says down this street.
Lists have become a source of comfort and of pain.
As they should.
Yes. There's been a lot of lists.
Google Keep. I have to.
I've been enjoying. Listen. I've never gave up on her. She gave up on me, at one point.
We do have to.
She said not support on your device at one point, and I said, "I'm gonna stick around." And she came back to me.
That's tea. I had Google Keep for a long time, and then, God, this must have been like
Google kept.
A few years ago, I had like opened up a laptop, like a little netbook I had, and I was like, oh, I still have like a Google Keep thing. Oh my God, okay. I went
Find secrets, ancient text.
Do you want to know what kind of secrets I had?
I'd love to know.
I had one that was good.
Was it about RuneScape?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a link to a Pornhub video.
Love that.
Oh, hell yeah. And it was a good one.
Treats for later.
There was a little lesbian yoga thing, and I'm like, good work.
Listen.
At the time, I was just like, nice. I like girls.
Sometimes the past you...
Mm-hmm. You do things for future
gently
you.
puts the seed in its hand and lets you eat from the palm.
One more time.
I don't want to do this.
No, that's too... Is that... Oh, that is too... Come hither.
There's been
No.
too much touching today.
It was the foot on the knee.
There were
thing.
2 unsolicited touches.
Right.
One from you and one from me.
Okay, well that's even then.
Right.
Right.
Don't get mad, get even.
Don't get mad. What?
Don't get mad, get even.
Don't get mad. Get even. You touch me, I touch you.
Unsolicited touches, don't get mad, get even. That's not how that works.
Don't. A touch for a touch makes the whole world touched.
Thank you. Makes the whole world felt. You understand? Finger pet pit. Some say it never left.
I can see it so vividly.
Oh no.
No. Okay, well I gotta get ready for my appointment. So
We have fun here. Bye.
this has been fun. We'll see you guys next time. Week with an asterisk.
Probably.
This week on. What if we just recorded these every day for like at the beginning of the month, and then like.
And so they just become increasingly less topical as time goes on. Like, y'all remember the Hawk? Like, oh my gosh, I just saw the Hawk-Tua girl.
So all right, so we're talking about Hawk-Tua.
Hawk-Tua summer.
Hawk-Tua summer. All right. See.
Ew.